Welcome to this video on ClickHouse operators. In programming, an operator is a character or set of characters that represents a specific mathematical or logical action. In ClickHouse, we have mathematical operators, comparison operators, logical operators, and operators for checking null values. So these are the mathematical operators that are available in ClickHouse. We have operators for basic mathematical operations such as addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and modulo. Along with the operators, ClickHouse has an equivalent function for each and every operator. We can perform an addition using the addition operator like this. Or we can use equivalent function to perform this operation. Next is the comparison operators. These operators are used to compare two or more values. Similar to mathematical operators, these comparison operators has an equivalent function along with the general syntax. For example, we can check the equality between two numbers using this equals to operator. Or we can simply use the underlying function. Next comes the logical operators. We can perform logical operations such as logical AND, logical OR, and negation using these operators. The corresponding functions for each of these operators are on the rightmost column in this table. Let us look at an example. Finally, let us look at the operators that can be used to check whether the value is null or not. We have isNull and isNotNull operator to deal with null values. Let us look at an example. Here, we are going to check whether a particular value is a null value or not. Since 1 is not null, we have false as output. And in this example, since 2 is not null, we have true as output. So these are the important operators that are available in ClickHouse. In the upcoming videos, let us look at the data types that are supported in ClickHouse. Thanks for watching and see you again. In this video, we shall look at the supported data types in ClickHouse. In computer programming, data types specify the type of data that an object can hold. In databases, it determines the type of data which the columns in a table can hold. Every column in a table can store data belonging to a single data type apart from the null values. In ClickHouse, we have numeric data types like integers, unsigned integers, floating point numbers, and decimal numbers. ClickHouse also has two different data types to store string. We have data types to store the date and datetime values. ClickHouse also supports sequences like arrays and tuples. Apart from that, we can also store nested data with predefined schema in ClickHouse table columns. Nested data types are quite rare in columnar data stores, but ClickHouse has excellent support for nested data type. Apart from these, we have data types like enumerated and low cardinality data type that can be used to store low cardinal data. In the upcoming videos, we shall look at each and every supported data type in ClickHouse. Thanks for watching and see you again. Welcome to this video on ClickHouse numeric data types. Numeric data types are used to store numbers, and ClickHouse has integer, float, and decimal data types. Apart from these, ClickHouse has a Boolean data type, which in turn uses 8-bit integer data type to represent either true or false. ClickHouse also supports positive and negative infinity and not a number data type. Let us look at the integer data type. An integer is a whole number with no decimal or fractional part. ClickHouse supports both signed and unsigned integers. In an unsigned integer type, no negative numbers are allowed, whereas in signed integer type, we can store both the negative and positive numbers. ClickHouse supports 8-bit, 16-bit, 32-bit, 64, 128, and 256-bit integers. Let us look at an example. Here, we are going to convert a number which has both decimal and fractional part into a 16-bit signed integer. Let us now move on to the float data type. Floats are fractional numbers and has a floating decimal point, and hence the name. Computations with floating point numbers are prone to rounding errors. ClickHouse supports both 64-bit and 32-bit floating point numbers. In this example, let us convert an integer to a 32-bit floating point number. Let us now move on to the decimal data type. This data type in ClickHouse can be used to store fractional numbers with a fixed decimal point. A decimal number has two parameters, which is precision and scale. The precision will determine the number of digits a decimal number can have, including a fractional part. The scale denotes the number of digits that a fractional part in a decimal number can have. Based on this, we have decimal 32, decimal 64, decimal 128, and decimal 256 data type. Decimal 32 has precision of 1 to 9 and scale of 0 to 9. The decimal numbers preserve the precision while performing mathematical operations such as addition, subtraction, and multiplication. At the time of division, the least significant digits are discarded and they are not rounded off. Let us look at few examples. In this example, I am going to convert this number into decimal 32 data type, and the scale is defined as 5. After the conversion, we can see that we have only 5 digits to the right of the decimal point, and this is because we have defined the scale as 5. Let us look at one more example. Here, we are going to add two decimal numbers with varying precision. Let us now look at an example that involves division of two decimal numbers. We can see that the least significant digits are discarded in the result and they are not rounded off. Apart from this, ClickHouse also supports negative and positive infinity and NaN, which stands for not a number. Let us look at some examples. We get negative infinity and positive infinity when we divide a negative number and positive number by 0 respectively. If we divide 0 by 0, it will result in NaN or not a number. So this is all about the numeric data types in ClickHouse. Thanks for joining and see you in the next video.